My elder sister turned out to be SS. So when they gave birth to me, immediately they took me to the hospital. They ran a test, it was SS. But I was not having crisis. So I used to say, but my mom is a very strong person. And she knows that God will not take her on time because He gave her 4 sickle cell children and she wants to look after us. If she cannot cater for us anymore financially, since we're doing okay to some extent for ourselves, at least what she can do is still support us physically. So every week I was in the hospital. My mom was every week I was in the hospital. And he was with me. When I fall sick like this, he would tell my mom to go home. He would do ginger for me, that he would take care of me for the whole days that I'll be admitted in the hospital. So sometimes the mom doesn't even get to see him. If she calls him, he'll be like, I'm in the hospital with Jamila. And then that was where the problem started. She now started calling his relatives, his uncles. His dad too is late. So she started calling his uncle that he respects a lot. Started complaining that, this guy wants to marry a sickle cell patient too. Somebody that he's not earning well for now. Even if he's going to earn, this girl might just die one day and leave him with children. He will now be suffering with children, taking care of children alone, no wife. That please, they should come and help her talk to her son. Like play, he was getting calls from his uncles, his aunties. Some he would tell me, some I can just stumble on them and I'll be like, as usual. So even if I go to the mother's place, before she found out about my health condition, she was welcoming me, always smiling with me, always playing with me. But the moment she found out about my health condition, our relationship changed. I started getting this strange reactions from her. If I go to the house, no mother friendly nature again. She'll be kind of strict and all that with me and all that. Sometimes once it's 6 o'clock, she'll be like, are you not a lady? Come and start going home. I'll be like, is now this man is checking time again? I started noticing those kind of behaviors from her. His siblings, at the time, they had to block me when they found out about my health condition. They blocked me from social media. I used to communicate with them. If I cannot reach their brother, I'll just say, please, is Paul at home? Can I talk to him and all that? Before you know it, he blocked me from WhatsApp. So, your sisters blocked me from WhatsApp. Why? He said no, it's a lie. I had to show him on my phone. He couldn't explain. So at the time, I started getting this distance from him. I was like, if I call him, he tell me, Shimi, I know his mom is used to seeing him taking care of me in the hospital. That's when he will now tell me one of his cousins is sick, he's in the hospital, and his mom insisted that if he can go and take care of me in the hospital, he should go and take care of that guy in the hospital. So he's in the hospital, he's taking care of the guy, not knowing he was already diverting. He was already cheating on me with another lady because that one, she was healthy, she was doing okay. But then he left his phone with me, the flashlight to use, and I stumbled. Really, I just opened his phone, I just stumbled on the chat. He was chatting with the same lady. Somebody was telling me he didn't have time for me. He was in the hospital, he was busy, he was this. I was seeing some kind of strange messages from this lady who was even promising to marry her and all. I got shocked. I was like, why would you have to do this? I don't expect this from you. We've suffered when it comes to my health together. We both suffered. You were there with me. If there was anybody that suffered with me when it comes to my health, you were the one that suffered most, because when you came into my life was that stage when I was really battling with crisis. So if there was anybody that should do this, not from you, because you supported me. When I needed you, you were there. You never left me. My drugs, he knew my drugs. In fact, he was always browsing about sickle cell, googling about sickle cell, the do's, the don'ts, the drugs, supplements, fruits. If I don't wear a sweater, he's watching. If I don't drink water, if he's with me, I have to be drinking water. He makes sure I drink a lot of water. So I was like, if you understand all this, if you can live with me, in the relationship like this. It means even if we get married, you can still live with me like that. So I now told him that I don't know why you're behaving like this. He now said, to be frank, he's going to tell me the truth. His parents no in support of our relationship. They don't want it. His mom doesn't like the fact that sickle cell, and when they start talking to him about him staying away from me, he won't lie to me. He's human. It got into his body, his ears, and that was why he started dating the other lady. I said, really? I said, but I don't expect it to get to you because you fought with me. When I was in the hospital, you were there with me. When I was out, you were there. Even when I was admitted at home, you were there. You never left me. So if there was anybody who was supposed to understand, it was you. So I don't know why you let it get to you, but it's fine. You don't force a relationship on somebody. You don't force yourself on somebody. And if your parents and families are not willing to accept me because of my health condition, then it's fine. I won't even force it, because I wouldn't want to go to a place where instead of me to be showered a lot of love because of my health condition, they will now be suffering me because of my health condition. I said I wouldn't even go there. So it's fine. That was how we broke up with him. Before I met my fiance, the one I was supposed to marry in 2019. He didn't tell me he left me because of my health condition. He just woke up one day and told me, seriously, when he thinks of our wedding plans and all that, he gets spirit of rejection towards me. I said, I don't understand. Which one can be spirit of rejection, I beg? He said, no, he loves me, but he gets spirit of... I said, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's my health. It's about my health. But he couldn't look at me in the eyes. So I knew it was about... I said, it's about my health, Abby. You can't cope. You've thought about... Because I know how he thinks. He's somebody that thinks ahead of time. And I know he must have pictured everything. And he's somebody that likes himself more in the relationship, you understand? He doesn't make sacrifices for the both of us. He prefers to make sacrifices more for himself. So I knew he must have thought to the extent where he thought about the future with me and me breaking down and all. I said, I know it's about my health. He said, no, it's not about my health. I said, it's a lie. Look at me in the eyes and tell me it's not about my health. But he couldn't. I said, to spirit of rejection, Abby. So no wahala. I was in Castina. He was in Jos when he called me and told me those things on phone. I got really hot, I won't lie. I got really heartbroken to the extent I told my mom that, wait, he's even by force to get married. I said the boyfriends that left me. In fact, there are guys I started dating just 2 weeks, and then I'm in the hospital. There was one particular guy, we started dating for a month, and then when I broke down in the hospital, he came to the hospital. He was concerned, but you were okay. You were fine yesterday. So what happened that all of a sudden you got this bad that you're in the hospital? So I told him, I had to explain. I said, I'm sickle cell anemia. He said, okay, what is sickle cell? I explained to him. He didn't even know. Do you know, when the guy left me in the hospital, he just came with beverages and all that. He left me in the hospital. Do you know, he didn't even send me a text message to say, how is my health? Till today, he left me, that was living, he left me in that hospital. He didn't look back. When I came out of the hospital, I was like, I don't understand. Is this how you are? So because I'm sick, I'm not healthy, you just dumped me in the hospital. And that's it. You just dumped me in the hospital. And he said, no, it's not like that. He was busy. I said, no, you dumped me because I'm sure you must have made your inquiries. Since you don't know more about sickle cell, you made your inquiries and you noticed you can't live with somebody like me. And that was why you left. He said, no, it's not like that. So aside that, if I'm even in a relationship at a time, in the beginning of the relationship, I get scared of telling the guy, this is it, I'm sickle cell anemia. Because when, at that moment, they are not that attached to you, they are not in love with you, they can easily just dump you because of your health. So sometimes I'm even scared of telling the guy when we start a relationship that I'm sickle cell anemia, this is what I passed through and all that. I find it difficult to tell the guy. After I had that serious misunderstanding with my ex-fiancé about my health and all that, I told my mom, I said, I'm not doing marriage again. She started begging me that, no, why will I say that? I said, Mommy, when all the guys are running away from you because you are sick, as if you are God, as if you created yourself, as if you even like what you are passing through, nobody is trying to be sympathetic on you and understand this is what you are going through. Instead, they are seeing you like a liability, like somebody who is going to die in the nearest future. I said, me, I'm tired. So when it comes to relationship, we've never been lucky. My sister is 30 years. She's been in one relationship for 10 years now. Like they've been dating ever since she was a teenager. Even more than 10 years. But his parents never accepted her because of her health condition. In fact, the mother told the boy that it's over her dead body he's going to bring my sister to the house as a wife. She will not accept it because of my sister's health. And you know, some guys are scared of their mother. It's what their mother says that stands. He even told my sister that he does not have marriage because with her. My sister said after 10 years of keeping me waiting, you're telling me this now. In fact, now my sister said she's not in a relationship because she left the guy. Told her just leave the relationship. It's useless. Why are you still keeping the relationship? The guy said he will not marry you because his parents don't accept you. So leave him alone. Currently, yeah, I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend. Actually, he has been a great support to me ever since he found out about my health condition. But his family don't know about my health condition till date. He has not been able to tell them. Because he said if he tells them it's possible, they would react to the other people. Because I told him what I passed through. Because when he asked me out, when he said he wanted to date me, I told him, I'm not cut out for a serious relationship right now. Because I know what I've passed through emotionally. And you know when they leave you, they leave you with emotional stress, you will break down. You will fall sick. So how many more times will I have to break down because of a relationship? I explained to him, I told him, now my heart is so fragile. All I want to do is just focus on myself, be a better person. I have people who are looking up to me. I have other sickle cell patients who I want to stretch forth a helping hand to them in any way I can, and be a support to them. I want to focus on that and leave relationship aside. But when I met him, he said no, he would do that with me. In fact, it was when I started my foundation and I went to partner with one NGO. The man said, who is going to give grants to sickle cell people who are going to die? Who is going to support them? And nobody's giving grants to sickle cell patients. And if I go into it, I'm going to crash even before I head anywhere. In fact, he even told me to my face, that even me, that I'm saying, I want to do this, I want to do this, that if I start just awareness for sickle cell, then after 1 week I'll break down. That I won't be able to do it. So when my boyfriend heard about it, I told him, this is what this man told me. He said, don't worry, I'll be your strength. Leave the hectic one to me, I'll do it. Actually, he did. The hectic ones, he was doing it and I was doing the mild ones. So he was helping me. So currently I'm in a relationship. But when it comes to marriage, I am not trying to put my hope on marriage. I'm not thinking that I'll end up with this guy because I don't want to get heartbroken, you know. I know that I've passed through. So I don't want to get heartbroken. So I'm not focusing my attention on the fact that he's my husband and I'm in a serious relationship with him. I'm just in the relationship. Wherever God leads us, the guy is AA. So, and in fact, I've always been lucky all the relationship I've had. Because of, I know, I've made my research. Before I go into any relationship, if I have a male friend and I know that this guy is crushing on me, first question I ask is, what's your genotype? So anyone that tells me he is AS, as a girl, then I keep him on the friends zones. But for those who are AS, yeah, I can decide to give them a try. I can decide to give them a try. But most times I've been lucky. Most of the guys who were crushing on me or who were asking me out were AA. So I've always been lucky. But the aspect now is not even from the guy. It's from his loved ones, his friends and family. So I was like, if people are still taking in this age, you know, the other previous guy said his younger sister was a medical doctor. So if there was anybody that can explain more about sickle cell for him and even tell him, no, go ahead, his relationship is her. But she was among the people who was discouraging him to stay away from it, telling him, this is what you pass through, this is what you pass through. So, I don't know what to say. But it's so touchy to find out that most people don't understand what we pass through and they still discriminate us. I get really upset. In fact, that day I was giving a speech on my event. I had to hold back my tears because I was like, most people are not aware. They know, but they are not aware that what we need right now is love. not discrimination. If I'm sick, what you should show me is love. I've always had this passion that if I get to a certain level in life, I would want to see if there's a way I can create an impact to other sickle cell too. Because I believe and I understand what they're passing through. So I believe there are a lot of people who are even going through worst situation than I'm going through. So I've always had it in mind that if God should give me an opportunity, and I believe one of the reasons why God gave me an opportunity to still be alive is because I needed to add an impact to other people's life, not just other people, like sickle cell patients, warriors. I need to be there for them in any way I can. So, MJ's Foundation started this year because I believe I can help these people. I might not be there for them in as much as I want to, but even if I can just help them actualize their dreams, that's enough for me. If I cannot give them money to buy their drugs, maybe I can help them get their drugs from other people who have that money and who are just there and doing nothing with it. I can help them tell the whole world about what they are passing through. Create an awareness for people to understand that sickle cell is not a death sentence. Being sickle cell does not make you weak. Actually, sickle cells are really warriors because most sickle cell patients I've come across are talented and they're very intelligent. So I really believe in them. And I believe they have dreams they want to achieve, just like I have mine too. And I know I've had a lot of limitations, and I know the limitations they are also having. So, what I currently do now is see if there's a way. I go closer to these people. I understand them. I understand their pains. I know where their shoe hurts. I know what they need. I talk to them. I make them realize that we shouldn't allow people's discrimination get to them. More reason why they have to fight and be a better person. They should get to that stage when they get to contribute positively to the society, where they become a very great impact to the society. If you can't go to school, you can't work for anybody, you can still work for yourself, be the boss, and even employ people to work for you. So what I do is help them actualize their dreams and encourage them on how to maintain their health.